Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz, Office Bloke Mike.
Yeah.
Dream team back together.
Dream team. Well, try our best, Dave. Try our best.
Yeah, Hayden's still away, so it's so Mike's stepping in.
Yeah, he'll be back next week.
Yep. Inside the Navy Midshipmen's $280 million football facility. So this is the Navy, I guess, right? Who,
I would guess so. Yeah, must be.
Yeah. So this would be, I think they're playing over here. Playing over this way this weekend, and
something like
in
that.
Dublin. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see what their $28 million football facilities like. Because we've seen some of them. They're mad, aren't they?
Some of them absolutely amazing. I mean, even the college ones are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I'm wondering where the Navy sort of like. I know it's Annapolis. I've been to like a naval base in Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the main Navy base. I'm not 100% sure.
Right. Okay.
We'll find out anyway. Let's get into it.
Definitely.
Inside the Navy Midshipmen's $28 million football facility.
What's going on, world? Brand new episode of Royal Key there on your screen. I'm your host, George Kill, and I'm here in Annapolis, Maryland with Greg of Navy.
Annapolis.
Greg, how you doing?
How you doing, George? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm doing great. This is a special place, and this facility is just an extension of what Annapolis stands for. And so I want to discuss this facility. I want to walk through it, but I want to walk through it pretty carefully because it has a lot of special meaning. Where are we standing right now?
We're standing in the Terwilliger Center. You know, we just opened this building in 2021, this wing of the building. You know, it's just an overall great place to bring recruits, talk about the history of the Naval Academy, and most importantly, Naval Academy Athletic Association. Now we're here at the rivalry, Army-Navy rivalry, the greatest rivalry in all of sports, in my opinion. You can pick any game, any year. It will give you a highlight film or highlight reel for recruits and parents and families and friends of the Academy to just come in to kind of reminisce about some of the different things and different games that we've had, as well as, you know, photographs of their favorite players and stuff like that.
Now, with your particular role here at Navy football, you are heavily involved in the gear that we see with Navy, and everyone knows the military branch uniforms have so much storytelling in them.
You know, 2019, the Stahlback throwback that's over here. This is what Joe and Roger wore. You know, we had the 150th anniversary of college football patch on there. We tried to mimic the Heisman Trophy with the striping, the little divots from the top of the helmet and John W. Heisman Trophy, as well as, you know, paying homage to 12 and 27, our two Heisman Trophy winners. Moving on, the 2020 Army-Navy uniform, a marble-themed uniform. So if you went over to a lot of the buildings at the Academy, you'll notice this kind of marble pattern. It's in the flooring in Bancroft Hall. We try not to focus on one thing specific to the Navy. We try to kind of rotate our ideas. So we went throwback, we went more academy-based, and then probably one of the coolest uniforms that we wore, Marine Corps dress uniform. We wore this against Air Force last year in 2021. Unfortunately, we didn't end up on the right side of the column. Hopefully we get to wear this one again, but it's just a classic Marine look. A lot of people say, well, why Marine Corps? Like 75% of our graduating senior football players, they commission as Marine Corps officers upon graduation. Every little detail was untouched. The white gloves, the black shoes, the black socks with the red blood stripe down the side. So in the 2015 season, we wore a ship-based uniform, which is probably the coolest helmet display that you'll ever see.
Nice,
it was 7 different helmets, all hand-painted. I believe that we were the first school to do a hand-painted helmet. Now it's kind of becoming routine for a lot of people. Every position group had a different ship on them. So there were 7 different ships.
You guys have retired jersey numbers up here from all sports. David Robinson, Roger Staubach, Bellino again. And your trophies here are from all different sports, right?
Yep, so we're in the Patriot League for all sports other than football.
They've retired all those jerseys.
Yeah.
They've no numbers left, will they?
I know, right? I know. Have United got any retired jerseys?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think we have.
It's not a common thing over here.
It's not massively, no. No,
We've
not
got
at all. They do tend to like to pass them on, don't they?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, we've got 23. You can't wear 23 at City. Retired. It was,
Was it,
Mark Vivian Fowey.
Of course.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
died.
no, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an absolutely massive shame. That
Yeah,
one.
it was. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
you're
retired
right.
that jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is not usually a thing over here, is it?
No.
You tend to just pass
No.
them on, just keep them
I
going.
can't think of many clubs that would have a retired jersey, but I only know Cities because obviously I'm a City fan.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people wouldn't know that. But I don't
Correct.
know. I'm not sure about any other clubs that may have retired jerseys. Can't think of any.
I think it's more maybe on the continent. I think maybe in Spain, Italy, maybe they maybe
do it over there,
do it a
do
little
they?
bit more. I've got a feeling that they might do.
I don't know because you've got people like, I don't know, if you're coming in as like a number 10 for I don't know, so if Barcelona's next top player wants to wear number 10, he wears number 10. I don't know
Yeah.
where their number 10 is now. I'm thinking it's someone like Gavi or
Yeah, could
someone
be.
like that
Yeah,
who's
I'm
took
not
over
sure.
from Messi. Don't know, but I don't think numbers like that will get retired.
No, it's sort of like iconic numbers, aren't
numbers,
they?
yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they tend to pass it on, don't
Yeah.
they, and get someone else wearing
And I
it.
guess
So-
with NFL you can have, or American football, not NFL, but college football in this case. But I guess there's so many numbers to choose from as well. But they've got 2 number 50s there.
Yeah, true. I wonder what that-
So
what that
they got Sinnott and Robinson.
Yeah. So obviously it was an iconic
Oh
shirt.
no,
but then-
one's basketball, one's football.
well
no.
spotted.
It says basketball.
I
on
just
there.
say basketball,
It does
yeah.
say basketball, men's basketball on both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well
In fact,
spotted.
yeah. No, but they are basketball on both, yeah.
Maybe they only retired it after the second guy then, I'm guessing.
Possibly.
So
yeah.
Sinnott had it then, is it Robinson?
Robinson, yeah.
And probably after that then they thought, yeah,
Yeah,
it's alright,
maybe.
so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, these are all the Patriot League championship trophies, and there's also an interactive display on this. Men's lacrosse went to the national championship. It was my first year, but dates-wise, I think it was 2004 national championship. They played Syracuse, and that was probably the most memorable run of any sport other than football since I've been here. Now we're here in the Ackerson Theater. This is our team meeting room, as well as we have athletic department meetings. 6 stripes on the side of Go Navy. So the 6 stripes were something that we collectively got with Under Armour, and it stands for a couple things in the Navy. 6 original frigates, 6 stripers, the highest ranking midshipman on the yard, and the 6 original fleets in the Navy. So we, along with Under Armour, tell a story in a lot of the stuff. I mean, on the screen, you'll see there's battle print, and it lists every battle that is also at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium around the walls. So we have about 230 seats. They all have flip-up desks with, our iconic NSTAR Navy logo.
What is the significance of the star for those who don't know?
For those that don't know, the star is anytime you beat Army, you earn a star. So on their letter sweaters and stuff like that, every student athlete that beats Army gets a star added to it. We've kind of created it in the last 20 years or so since I've been here. Mr. Gladchuck, our athletic director, didn't like the solid end logo. We did a feasibility study with a couple people of what should our logo be, and we said we're proud of it, so we're going to make it the N Star.
So Greg, where are we standing right now?
Right now we're in the leader circle, so each class nominates a certain amount of people that our sports information department gathered the data, and it was kind of voted on amongst peers and classmates. And one guy in particular, the class of 2016, nominated Keenan Reynolds. And Keenan was, a quarterback here and probably one of my favorite guys of all time. Keenan was a very, very special player for us. He scored 88 touchdowns, probably never to be broken.
Now here we have another interactive area.
So this is a distinguished grad leadership circle. So there's people in here that have been voted in anywhere from presidents to former athletes, former astronauts, very influential business leaders in the world. There's a lot of people that went to school here that we honor in this. This is a recruiting area.
It's one thing about college sports and colleges in the USA. They take it very, very seriously, the sports, don't they?
Absolutely.
It's
massively.
right up there. We don't.
It's more like professional, isn't it?
In our universities over here, I couldn't even tell you university sports team. Could you?
Not really, no. The only university teams I know of.
Boat race.
Boat race, Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And do you ever watch that anymore? I've not seen it for
No,
years.
I've not seen it for years. No, it's just
Used
not
to.
for me.
I used to watch them all the time.
In the 80s.
No, in the 80s, yeah. No, I don't watch them at all.
Same here.
Yeah.
But it's incredible the amount of detail that they go into
Yeah.
on some of these things as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
unbelievable.
so impressive.
It's not just thrown together, is it? They
No,
really
really.
think
That's what I'm saying.
about
Every level
aspect.
you've got, from the top universities, your Ivy League universities, all the way down to whichever sort of thing. They take the sport so seriously. Honouring this, the ex alumni that went there and stuff like that. It's just incredible.
Yeah,
we don't.
It's completely different over
very,
here.
very different.
People just go to uni after 3 years, then they leave, and then that's it. There's no sort of.
The thing on that as well, mate. I don't know any sports people that go at uni.
No, true.
Interesting.
Not many at all.
To show people who will you become. So we're entering the class of 1972 Sports Performance and Rehab Center. Basically, this is our area that overlooks the other side of the academy. No water view, but this is an area where, we do rehabs on Sundays. It's kind of a place that they can come and, we have massage chairs and treatment tables just so it's not overflown. This is for all student athletes. We also have nutritionists up here. Now we're in the Belichick library. So Coach Steve Belichick, Bill's father, was a longtime assistant coach. He served at the Naval Academy for around 50 years. And this is just an area that we refer to as the Belichick Library that would just have a history of the football coaches. A lot of people don't know this, but Bill Belichick grew up right down the street. In fact, his childhood home, they still own. Some of his old books and stuff are here behind lock and key, but they donated over 400 books to us to have on display here, which is something pretty special from a guy that has won multiple Super Bowls and really respected his father so much that there's no place that his father rather have the stuff than the place that he spent 50 years of his life. Over here, we have a display of some of our favorite helmets that we've worn over the years and just adding simple things. The most simple one is the anchor that we added just for that one game. I talked about the Ohio State game, our first year with the N-Star Snake, the 2021 helmet with the F-18 with Top Gun coming out. I mean, we kind of hit that one perfect. And stay tuned, because I personally think being involved in designing them, I think 2022 could be the best one yet.
Okay, Greg, I know we'll make our way down to the first floor here in a second, but again, it speaks on what you were talking about earlier, the marble here. Just very nice and aesthetically pleasing in this area. But the big elephant in the room here is the Blue Angel.
I think it's an 80% replica of an actual Blue Angel plane that was designed for in here. It was donated by the Adzema family. Mike Adzema played offensive line for us a couple years ago, and his family donated this plane. I don't think you can go to any other institution in the country and find a plane inside a building.
More about the Navy logo itself. You guys have two rather huge symbols in there, the lobby area. What do those stand for?
One of them is Bill the Goat. He's our mascot. The other one is Chesty the Bulldog. And Chesty the Bulldog is the Marine Corps mascot. Famous slogan here at the Academy is Fear the Goat, but basically like the historical of Bill the Goat is goats on ships were often brought on.
We have Feed the Goat.
I know
you're going to be waiting for that, weren't you? Hey, you thought you got away with it, didn't you?
I knew you were going to say that.
Shit on naval ships to eat all the trash and stuff like that. So that's how it's kind of synonymous with the Navy. I'll be honest with you, I don't know a ton about Chesty, but Chesty is the Marine Corps mascot. It was pretty cool because I'd never seen the live Chesty until the Air Force game. They brought Chesty the Bulldog to be on the sideline with Bill the Goat when we wore the Marine Corps uniform for the first time.
Greg, I know we're in a very interesting and intriguing part of the facility.
Navy had not been in a conference forever until we joined the AAC. These are our 4 home and away traditional uniforms that we wear. And basically what we did was we paid homage to the 4 guys that were our first 4 AAC all-conference team members. So you have Malcolm Perry, number 10, currently playing for the New England Patriots. Diego Figo, number 54, currently playing for the Baltimore Ravens. David Forney, number 68, was an offensive lineman here who unfortunately passed away. And number 73, Peter Nestrowitz, played offensive line here. Some of the other things that we showcase in this display are different gloves that we've worn over the years for Army, Navy, and regular season. as well as some of the different footballs that we've designed up. For every Army-Navy game, we design up a special football to go along with the theme, as well as a couple of different cleats and training shoes. Now we're entering the Roger Staubach locker room. We renovated in 2019. It's named after Roger, who's obviously one of the most iconic players ever at the Naval Academy. We have backlit lighting in all of our lockers. They were made by Shield. We looked at a lot of companies. Shield was one of the better companies that were making hard surface lockers. And
might sound a crazy question, but if we had them facilities, do you think growing up, like even like when they talk about Sunday League or high school or however it was, I know high school in the USA don't get the facilities like this.
Yeah.
Right. But if you reckon you were around facilities like that growing up when you were 18, 19 or whatever, do you think it would have improved your game?
I think it would. I think you just feel, going to a place like that, I think you just feel special and you feel just that bit better. I think you feel more professional, you feel wanting to go out and do a job more. I think you would. I think working in an environment like that, it'd be absolutely amazing.
I had an experience of playing and managing in and coaching in a national stadium. And when you went in, all the kits were all lined up on the, they had like lockers, like everyone had their own chair, in their own little area. And it was all the way around. Like, it was a massive, huge locker room sort of thing. And in the middle, they had a treatment table and all. I just went in and went, made it.
It's great.
Just got the ball and blasted it against the wall.
Absolutely.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
I remember my amateur days playing in a fine All-Single Football Club, which isn't the biggest club in the world, but when you've been playing just on the field and you play at a proper club, you feel great going in there. You feel absolutely brilliant. You really
doesn't matter where you are. If you've got facilities like, you just think Wembley, don't you? Think this is it. It's a bit of the pinnacle here of football in my mind. I'm playing at Wembley, no matter what the sport is.
Yeah, definitely.
You could be going in there to do whatever. But I remember even at Aiden as a kid, I remember going into a locker room with him, and I'm talking like small. He probably would have been about 8.
Yeah.
And he had his own little locker with his name on it.
Yeah.
And he had the kit also, like I said, it was the City's Academy.
It does make you feel special. It makes you feel something like just that cut above.
Yeah, but I always wonder if you have the same opinion.
I think so. Yeah.
The abuse that lockers take, they withstand, the beating of the players. We added in such things as, obviously combination locks, backlit nameplates, backlit. Every locker goes anchor goat, anchor goat. We're now standing in our Jack Langle weight room. So a lot of people that may not know, Jack Langle used to be the athletic director here, famous for We Are Marshall, all that, but it's named after Jack. It's the place that our guys get bigger, faster, and stronger. You'll see different terminology on the wall, like attitude, effort, being all in, toughness. I mean, that epitomizes a Navy football player. Every plate has Beat Army on it because that's the one thing that everybody here knows. It's the slogan that everybody says. We end everything with Beat Army. Attached to the weight room on the other side of this glass wall here is our player lounge, or aka wardroom. So in the Navy, a lounge is considered a wardroom, and this is our player lounge / wardroom, which is also our nutrition center. We have 2 full-time nutritionists in there, food always stocked, smoothie bar. We do recruiting photo shoots in there. It's kind of a study area for the guys. Unlike traditional schools, that may have a pool table in the middle of it, our guys, play a little bit of Madden and study and watch football games, but that's really about it. On the walls in there, we have framed jerseys of the actual jerseys that each former NFL player that graduated from the Naval Academy wore.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Navy football facility. Greg, you guys have a jewel here. I don't know if you realize the amount of stories you have here and the facility to back it up. So we appreciate the tour.
I appreciate it. All right, George.
Yeah, nice.
Good that.
That's really great. I wonder if they do tours for the public, places like that. Because I'd love to go around somewhere like that, like one of these facilities, whether it's college football, NFL football, because some of them are absolutely amazing, aren't they?
The good thing is someone's actually offered Aiden and myself a tour of Alabama.
Really?
When we go, Crimson Tide.
Brilliant.
So it looks like we're going to take that up when we do go. Probably November time.
Amazing, yeah.
We just got to try and tie it in. We've got a few things going on here, as you know. But we're going to do one similar. I'm waiting for City to get back to me to do one of Manchester City.
Yeah.
We're going to do the tour of the Etihad Stadium. We'll see if we can do one of United as well.
Yeah.
So I'd follow up with something like that and see if we can get a couple to compare. And then we can do one tour and we can put a video together where we can compare the two of what a professional football team gets over here to what a college team's working with over in the USA.
It'd be really
interesting to see the comparisons. Because I think at the moment, probably City probably have the best facility for where the academy is to where the stadium is and everything that goes in. It's brand new. I wouldn't say it's brand new. It's relatively new. Whereas I think Spurs Stadium might be the newest stadium in the country.
Yeah.
But their facilities, I don't think they house the academy at the same facility like City
Right,
do.
okay.
City have got the whole complex sort of like
all
surrounding
in one place.
Yeah, surrounding the stadium sort of thing. So you've got the stadium and across the bridge, you've got all the academy, the accommodations, the training facilities.
It's a really
16
huge
pitches
complex,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. It'll be humongous, and it's expanding all the time. But it'd be interesting when we do get to do that tour to try and tie in a video that's on a similar par to see what you get in the USA to what you get in the UK.
Definitely, yeah.
I know two very different sports.
Yeah,
but it give you the idea of elite level sport.
Absolutely,
over here.
yeah. But all striving for the same thing, aren't
Correct.
be the top, the best, the elite
Best at what
in
they
that
do.
particular
That's
sport.
right.
So
yeah.
Yeah, that's
but
really
I love looking around stuff like that.
I do. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just
like, and I know a lot of them are very similar in the way they sort of set things up. But this is the Navy sort of like the naval sort of like sports academy sort of thing. But it's fantastic.
It just look amazing. Like I say, I love the attention to detail about just little things that they actually think about. It's
another thing that strikes me on these as well is the guy who does the tour, not George guy, the other guy, the guy from the Navy.
Yeah.
And we've done ones from Alabama, we've done ones from Louisiana, different places, and it's interesting to see how passionate they are.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And how much they don't like the opposition.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see his hatred there for the army.
Yeah.
All we've got to do is beat the army.
Yeah.
That's where it ends.
That's what makes them be the best a lot of time, is it? Because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
That's what makes teams better.
Yeah.
You need an absolute proper rival or rivals. Otherwise, you just go through emotions. So it's great to see.
Enjoyed that. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.